to another episode of Learn Little Wargame. This is episode number 7, and we are doing Derpo's Campaign, mission number 3. For those of you who don't know where to find it, you can click play or play versus CPU. Go up here in the top left portion where it says search map and click Campaign Act, or type that even. Don't know that there's a button you can click for it. You should get 5 missions now. He has recently uploaded the 5th mission in his campaign, but we are only on the 3rd mission. Let's go ahead and do this. Once again, props to Derpo for putting this out. I think the strongest part of his campaign is that if you've done the first 2 tutorials from Learn Little Wargames episode number 1 and 2, but you're new to real-time strategies, you should play Derpo's campaign prior to playing this. And hey, Yuckfu, I'm sorry, man. So, Campaign, Act 1, Part 3. We get that storytelling voice on. As you and Brother William are about to continue your journey back to Cain Cardine, the ground falls out from beneath you. You and Brother William are caught in this and are swallowed by the abyss. Objectives: explore the crypt. Brother William and Sir Edward must survive. Map by Derpo. Map by Derpo. And so we have begun. This is the darkness that we have fallen into. The loading screen. Alright, let's go. Cool. So we're done waiting for me. We're over here. This poor guy. Okay, so I did check the editor. And Derpo, I'm on your level, man. I understand. The dead Silver Shard soldier here, he failed his dexterity saving throw. He did not save for half damage. He has to reroll a new character. But it's okay. We got Sir Edward. And we've got Brother William. And we have notes. Got your voice ready. As you and Brother William come to, you find yourselves in a dark cavern that seemed to be mined out by human hands long ago. William says that we must move forward and purge whatever evil has taken up residence here. This is something of a test level. Use what you've learned to kill the evil and get out of here. You have limited vision and limited hit points. Be cautious and wary when you proceed. Not as cautious and wary as necessary, because Brother William's got a healing spell, and Sir Edward has been tanking things since mission number 1, so let's get it on. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I love the tile work. Oh, look. Undead. Come on. We're going to bait them back. Something I do like overall, and I feel 2 ways about it, because I have been playing a lot of real-time strategy games in my time, is that something I have to give Derpo's campaign credit for is that if you have not ever played a real-time strategy game, then while it is slower, and we still are on the group units, micro, A move essentially, portion of learning the real-time strategy game, it does give you more missions and a better feel for it, and more slowly increments that change in difficulty and expectations out of the player. Whereas if you note the campaign, such as was made mostly by myself and Cientage, the skill graph goes rip. It just kind of goes up very, very quickly, and I think that could get ironed out, could get softened out a little bit. Derpo's campaign is a great intermediary campaign. As you continue through the cavern, while complaining about the lack of rest, you notice the floor in the southern tunnel has changed slightly. William also says he senses evil down that path. Well,
as you wish,
is he telling us not to go do it?
Yes.
Come on. And we're going to kill these things. We're going to try and take damage from only one of them at a time. And Brother William's healing spell here is W. I like this. We have now been introduced to the idea that he has a healing spell, and so we're slowly improving the requirements for micro from the player. And I also like it because that is in fact what the priest in the game does. It does heal units. How it heals is slightly different, but nevertheless, it gives you an idea, an expectation for what it does. And the different skin on Sir Edward not only hypes you for, oh my gosh, we got our own new skin, but also, hey, you understand that he's not a regular unit. As the back walls of the opening come into view, so do a few tied-up figures. They look like the bandits from the fort you raided. Although they are thieves and murderers, you have the feeling you're going to need their help, and you untie them. And they don't try and kill us, so, you know, they're already doing better than expectation. Brother William is going to get that swift... no, what are we doing? We're going to press W and click Sing, Heal. And now we're going to grab our units. We're going to put the bandits in the front. They are thieves and murderers, after all. So they're going to have to fight for their freedom if they want, you know, their freedom. We're going to micro them the best that we can. Maybe a little bit worse. Only catch here is that Brother William cannot heal himself, so we want to make sure that everyone except Brother William gets damaged. Here we go. You may have noticed that Brother William has a spell called Heal. This is a single target instant cast ability that heals a friendly unit for 50 hit points. Use it wisely, as Brother William has limited mana. And he doesn't regenerate any of that limited mana, which was a surprise to me the first time I played it. In the real game, or in the full game rather, your spellcasters do in fact improve. They have mana regeneration, so they don't have one and done abilities. Although that might be interesting to have a high mana unit that nevertheless has limited casts because it can't get any mana back. Could be interesting. Doesn't mean it's going to happen though. We're going to want to take these out one at a time. That way we take as little damage at once. The reason for that is, well, they are thieves and murderers. But they're our thieves and murderers. And so, enjoy it while you can, freed prisoner. Enjoy it while you can. I'm doing this for my own good, not for yours, strictly. You find a group of tied-up bandits. You untie them, and they tell you of their capture. They also tell you that there may be more of them still alive in this cave. Somewhere. And thank goodness that there are other people who have been trapped here, because we would have been so dead without their body blocking abilities. Sir Edward may be low on health, and a trick to keeping him alive is to fish. Fishing is when you take one unit and lead them on a game of follow the leader, while your other units fire on them from a safe distance. Your fishing unit can also fire upon the enemy if they're faster and they gain enough distance. This is also why kiting is really good with archers. Archers and soldiers standing still, they're not going to trade too well, but the fact that archers are of comparable speed, they fire, pew, 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 they run back, turn around, fire, pew, 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 run back, fire, pew, 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 run back, fire, pew, 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 pew. And they just keep doing that, and they thin the ranks out of units that they're facing. So good idea here to explain that to the player. It's not quite kiting what he's describing. He is just trying to abuse essentially the attack priority. You don't have to do all of the things I'm doing to try and keep all of these units alive. In fact, I encourage you not to, because as we have previously discussed, they are thieves and murderers. I really do like the increasing focus on micro. Because I think because MOBAs are more popular and people are just have an easier time with the controls overall, just through the majority of games that exist, people are more likely to respond to the idea of, oh, I have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 units, let's control them, as opposed to I have a base. Unless you have played a lot of Civilization, you're not, and unless you've played other real-time strategy games, of course, you're not going to be familiar with these concepts. I actually do like the slower pace that Derpo's campaign is going in that regard. You find a poorly constructed barricade, but before you can do anything, Brother William tells you that it is constructed of magic, and can be broken by no physical means. And while you cannot get past the barricade, you do see a giant figure walking beyond it. Well, if that doesn't scream Easter egg, I don't know what does. So we're going to try and fix that later on. It's a hastily constructed magical barricade, which, you know, these people must have just the money. Oh no, we don't want units to die. I mean, they are thieves and murderers, but we're, you know, we're gonna keep them alive. They don't deserve it, but we'll keep them alive. You stay back here, and you stay back here. Everyone is gonna get out of this alive, even the people I don't necessarily like.
As you wish, sir.
I guess we'll keep you here. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do this, boys. Ben. People. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get every... No, no, no! You two stay back here. You cannot take any more hits. Do you have range? You're both melee. No, no. You're done. You're done. You're drunk. Stay here. We're out of heals. We're gonna try and fish and just pull one or two people out of position at a time. I guess, you know, that's familiar to those of you who have played Dota. Not too many of the other of us, though. Okay, okay. Well, micro, pull back. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, pull those units back. Yes! Are we gonna kill every single person? With no losses? No losses! Oh, we might suffer some losses. Okay, we're gonna try not to. We really can't afford to lose Sir Edward. He does work. He is a person who does work.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you find the last of the captured bandits, and they tell you of a tunnel leading to the outside. You untie them, and they lead you to it. You know what else they're gonna lead? This zero loss campaign. Maybe we will reform all of these freed prisoners. Maybe upon discovering that we could have left them to die and seeing the great treatment that they have received, they will in fact follow the shining example of Sir Edward and Brother William. Long may his heels be dilapidated. We're going to take a lot of damage here. Okay, good, good. We managed to get a pull on just a couple units at a time. Is this cheating? No, not in the slightest. But I think you get the idea of what we're doing here. Well, I guess... Oh, come on, we can't have Edward die.
As you wish, sir.
We really can't have Edward die. We don't want anyone to die. No. Yes, yes, this no loss campaign experience.
Yes.
Ancient sword. Whoso pulleth out this sword shall likewise be made king, born of England. Come on, Brother William.
As you wish, sir.
Come on, holy man.
Wish, yes.
Does it not? Do we get nothing? Let's just destroy the ancient sword. Maybe that'll release the person who's trapped in the monstrous cave over back this way. This guy. Maybe it'll do something to him. We'll check afterwards.
As you wish, sir.
Where are the armed prisoners? Okay, these are all rangy dudes. Oh boy. Oh, please don't be a big fight at the end. We don't want to lose anyone. Come on!
At once.
Yes!
Yes.
Before you climb your way out of the cavern, you ask Brother William why the dead are rising. He replies with a worried look, and you think you can see a hint of fear in his eyes. There are only a few powers left in this world that can raise the undead. All of them evil. And though most are under lock and key in the Silver Shard Temple, except one, the Gilded Journal. Suddenly you become very anxious to leave, and hurry out of the cave. With a victory! Overwhelming victory! Let's just count all the people who have survived, right? How many people have we returned to the path of righteousness? We have 10 people. No prisoner, be they bandit or murderer, is getting left behind on the Sir Edward, Brother William gravy train. This has been Learn Little Wargame episode number 7. 8. Continuing on because it's great, and we're going to follow Derpo's campaign to the next mission after a short word from the end of this video.